Hello, welcome to today's Crucible Gold. If you're missing the live action of the Betfred World Snooker Championship, so are we. So accompany us on this little daily trip down memory lane. As we all know, great sport is about great drama, great rivalries, and most of all, perhaps, great upsets. The 43 years at the Crucible has produced some of the finest the sport has ever known. This is drama in its purest form. On one side of the arena, the slow realisation of a nightmare. On the other, the slow realisation of a dream. Here's our pick of the agony and the ecstasy.
Here he is, on the brink, just wanting one frame.
Touching ball.
Chance for Steve here, but pressure shot. I think that's the difference with Steve. Normally would have seen him knock the red in by the side of the blue and been sure of position.
One, Steve Davis.
Joe Johnson has learned a great deal during this championship. We've always known him to be a terrific potter, but his safety play has also been impeccable.
Steve refusing pots that I couldn't believe he would refuse.
Yes, he's at it again, and the crowd are loving it.
Well, I couldn't believe that Steve refused
6.
the 2 reds he had chance of there. Played a safety shot, and of course Joe back in again now.
7. $14. 15.
And of course, when the pressure's on, wanting 1 frame for the championship, there's nothing better than a few points lead early on in the frame to give you that bit of confidence.
$22. 22, Joe Johnson.
Yes, things are not right at all.
One. Six.
And again, Steve not getting the right contact on the reds there. Now just a safety shot left.
Six, Steve Davis.
certainly looked in the pocket. Quite regularly he finds that bulk cushion.
So another chance for Steve here.
And John, that shot surely says it all.
Yes, but that's probably the wildest shot I've seen Steve play in 3 or 4 years. He just threw his cue at that one.
They're both at it now.
One.
Those little touches make so much difference.
Six.
Now just a screw for the pink into the opposite middle.
7.
And I don't think the pink will spot, so it gives Steve a chance here. The pink going on the black spot.
Thirteen. 14. 20. Steve Davis.
Another miss by Steve. Looked all set, but now just 5 points in front.
Yes, and one can only think that the pressure is getting to Steve. And of course, misses like that will just increase Joe's confidence.
Treating it as another game of snooker.
6.
And Joe will be, I'm sure, thinking now, all I've got to do is hold myself together and the championship's mine.
7.
There's enough reds all round the centre of the table.
13.
Obviously too straight on the red in the middle, but would want to be the other side of the blue.
14.
Right back in position.
20.
And he'll certainly never have a better chance than this of becoming world champion. 15 points in front.
And Steve must be becoming resigned now to
26.
becoming runner-up for the second year running. What a tournament to win for your first one, the World Championship.
And Joe, quite rightly, not rushing at all this break. You can obviously see this is the one.
27.
By taking the green there, of course, it means he needs both reds, red and a colour, and the last red to clinch this vital
31.
frame.
Just 17 days ago, he was a rank outsider. Steve, just waiting in his chair, I'm sure to... The brilliant putting of this fella from Bradford. Nothing to stop him now. The cue ball. It must be said he's had the run of the balls, but it takes nothing away from his brilliant putting. And still thoroughly enjoying every minute of it. The crowd here at the Crucible are going mad for Bradford's Joe Johnson. The most remarkable world final I've ever seen. And Joe Johnson defeats Steve Davis 18 frames to 12 as the capacity crowd go completely mad.
From John Higgins, nothing. Well, he has the red to right middle, but he's got to avoid that red on the back ball cushion. Yes.
One.
Well, it was a good shout, Ken, and I, like you, thought that was in the way, and I think John must have thought he was potting it a little. He potted a little bit thick, didn't he? Potted off the near jaw. I think if he'd have potted thin, he may have missed the cannon on the red, but he's actually put himself in trouble, amazingly enough. He may have to risk putting the blue, pink, or one of the baulk colours safe here. Looking from where we are here, I mean, he could knock the pink safe, but he wouldn't get a great white. I'd really be surprised if he doesn't try and knock this brown safe, put it in the middle of the side cushion. Well, he's kept it in open plate.
John Higgins, 1.
You can never ever question John Higgins' safety now, but that is one situation where I think a colour safe would have been advantageous.
Well, that's a little bit unlucky. He got the white in the perfect position, but of course, trusting a little bit of luck with the reds. But this red is over this bottom right-hand corner pocket. Good pass.
1.
He's just a little bit unlucky there, isn't he? Well, he just hit the red full ball, and he sort of glancing blow off that red, and he would have been on blue, green, or yellow. But
well, any kiss is good apart from the one he got.
does have a yellow to the top left-hand corner pocket, but I'm not quite sure whether he's confident enough to take that on at this stage.
Once again, don't blame him for taking it on. If it goes in, a chance to win frame a match.
Steve Davis, 1.
Well, he may have missed it, but at least he took the positive approach. And as you say, Willie, you don't blame him for taking that on. Tried to take the bull by the horns.
Been a little unfortunate, really. John Higgins has played two. Goodness me. Is that the easiest shot you've ever seen John Higgins miss in your life? But we can't emphasise enough to the viewers. Under pressure, anything is missable.
One.
Looks a little bemused, and so are we. He's played two poor safeties, got away with it. Just missed the easiest ball he's missed for a long time. Will he get away with that? Unlike Steve to clear up from where the balls are at the moment, but if he can just get back into the frame, you know, get it close, and then we'll see some more nerves. Look at this
3.
miss here. Didn't have to do anything with the cue. We'll just stun it in for the green.
Yes, it's truly amazing the amount of times that you can miss these pressure balls.
4.
I think maybe the saving grace for John Higgins, particularly in this frame, is the red on the right cushion. Steve Davis will have to move that at some stage.
Yeah, but when the pink goes back into his own spot, which it will do shortly, that red's not in a bad position,
9.
Ken, is it? Off an half-ball pink to bring into play. So the brown, for me, is the key ball for John Higgins supporters. Steve's going to probably have to pot at least up to the brown. So I think John will get another visit to the table.
10.
Yes, I think Steve just making sure that he gets enough points to get back into this frame, close the gap. John Higgins has a 32-point lead, but that will soon be whittled away.
Going to need just a little bit of side on this one just to straighten it up off the cushion. Well, he's played for the one in baulk. Anything but straight is okay. Ideally, blue or pink is what he wants to play for here. He would love to be on the
15.
pink, but blue's okay. Just can't seem to get on a ball perfect. Let's come a little bit closer to the cushion, and they've got to screw back for the one next to the pink. He's played that nicely. Now, if he's got an angle now to pop this red and screw into the red on the cushion.
21.
And let's have a look at the angle he's got on this red, whether he can play that shot. Now he's playing topspin. Well, I don't know. I think the angle's there to play the cannon. Under pressure, sometimes you don't notice it. And that's why he's not playing it. But it looks on to me. Not playing it, though.
22.
Would like to play it here, but he can't play it here either. Everything's going awkward.
May play for the double here. Well, he's trying to get on the other red, but it's a very good shot. Very well controlled.
29.
Excellent positional shot. Just got to try and avoid the green, kiss on the green here. Has it gone
30.
far enough?
Steve's a little unlucky here. The pink on its spot, this would be on to be able to move the red off the top cushion. Where the pink is, I don't think he can get into the cue ball enough to miss it. So he may have to play yellow or green to try and get onto this red. I think if he plays to... But he can't kiss the red because he'd have a bit of side on, and when it hits the cushion he'll have too much side on to move the red.
You think he might try and track the double, Will? If he puts the white just above the pink somewhere, somewhere above the pink, you'll have a perfect opportunity to try and double the red into left-hand middle.
I don't think I've ever seen Davis play a double under pressure. I think he might try and get close to it from either blue, yellow or green without moving it.
Yeah, if you can get the white somewhere there, a perfect opportunity just to double this red. Bring the white down towards the black.
Whatever the scenario, he's got himself back into the frame now, even should he miss this next colour he's attempting. He's only 12 points behind. They still play to leave a double, Ken, from a different shot, and if he's not hampered by the brown, this is worth taking on because he'll go round the back of the black.
33.
Decision time, Steve. John Higgins knows that if the double goes in, Steve has got a chance to win frame and match.
Steve Davis, 33.
Well, he's a little bit unlucky. It was a great attempt. It's just a little bit unlucky. He's actually kissed the yellow full ball there, because you see the second part of the shot was safety orientated. Just caught the knuckle, but just watch the kiss on the yellow there. Left the shot. Possible pot here for John Higgins. He's really...
He's had a bit good. I know he's missed the putt by a mile, but kissing the yellow safe is such a bonus. Isn't it amazing what tension does to people?
Yes, and certainly this is no gimme either. Tough putt here. White so close to the cushion. May even refuse this. He has missed a lot of shots when he's digging down on the cue ball. He's digging down the cue ball here now again. Now what happens with this shot is that the white jumps before it actually reaches the red, so difficult shot. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant putt.
1.
If John Higgins had to move the yellow was on its spot a few moments ago. Who's going to win the safety battle on the yellow? Steve Davis can get him in all sorts of trouble here. If there's just
6.
enough room to miss the brown and get the white in behind the black. Who's going to win the safety battle on the yellow?
Steve Davis, 6.
Steve looking up to the heavens. In front, 6-11 is now going to need the blue. So once again, John Higgins has played a poor shot, but this time he's pushed the blue
Settle
out of
down,
commission.
please. Thank you.
He's just hanging on by his fingernails in this frame, John Higgins, at the moment. Every time he plays a bad shot, something happens to leave Steve Davis in a bit of trouble.
2.
What about this? Can screw back, leave the double, and move the blue over the hole. Play the cannon.
Yes, he'd love to get the white just in that position. As you said, Will, the double on the brown, kiss the blue over the corner pocket. It's certainly on. You can't get on the brown into the bottom left-hand corner pocket, so there you see it. That's exactly where he wants his cue ball, just at the tip of his cue there. It's certainly the right shot. Make sure of the green.
Yes, whatever, long as you do as you rightly say, don't miss the green. And if you've not got the nice angle on the double, you've got a very, very simple safety shot. Nothing simple in the potting department. Safety's not too bad. Well, will he or won't he? I think it's a little bit thin, this double.
I think it's perfect.
Steve's under pressure. The lady behind is under pressure. I'm sure there's a few fingers crossed there, Ken. Is it worth the double to move the blue?
I think it's got to be worth it, Will. It's got to be worth. This could put him into the next round. Quarterfinals of the World Championship. One good shot. One good shot. One good shot. And that's it. What a shot he's played there.
Can you believe it? That'll be up there with the best shot he's ever played in his career.
9.
Blue and pink for a most unbelievable victory.
He's puffing his cheeks out.
Well, Steve, I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time. This is up there with one of your best ever performances, if you can pot blue and pink.
Thank you.
Well, we saw John Higgins with a straight red in the middle a few moments ago. Steve Davis has got
14.
a straight red in the middle to do almost the unthinkable. Steve Davis has done the unbelievable thing and beaten the world champion John Higgins. That last frame was awesome. rolled back the years and beat one of the all-time greats. He can't believe it. A stunning ovation from the crowd, Ken. How good was that?
Oh, it's fantastic. One of the greatest matches he's ever played at the Crucible. And just look at the crowd. They are as dumbstruck as he is. It's fantastic. Well played, Steve. What a tremendous match.
Well, he could hit enough of it to just play the containing safety, but that and the initiative now to his opponent.
Yes, you can have a look at it and try and get behind some colours, but what he's got to do is keep the red ball in a safe position. You can get a snooker as well, that's fine.
Yeah, the priority, as you say, don't leave a pot. Looking now to come top cushion first, but that to me is always a bit risky. I mean, if he got into it too much, the red could run into the pink. Or it could run into the pocket. What a fluke and what a time to get one. Dearie dear, we've seen everything now.
There's been so much drama in this final frame. We just had a feeling something strange was going to happen.
8.
Awful way to lose a match, a frame and a match, but it isn't one yet.
Cruel game. We've always said it's a cruel game. 1 point in the lead. Needs up to and including the blue for a famous victory.
10.
A shock. And one of the major contenders for the title, Ding Junhui, out of the tournament.
30.
Well, what can you do about that?
17.
And the blue to go 15 points in front with just 13 remaining.
22.
Well, Ding Junhui will be very disappointed with his performance throughout this match. But maybe he didn't deserve to lose like this. Well, it's not over yet.
22.
One snooker needed. If he doesn't get it, Ding Junhui,
Settle
Michael
down, please.
Wosley has produced one of the biggest shocks ever at the Crucible. Shake of the head, he knows if he pots the pink. It was a handshake, back to the dressing room, and the slaps on the back. But one snooker. Under hit that by a long way.
Drop it slowly towards the pocket now, John.
Yeah, when there's pink and black on, I always believe you only get one chance of the snooker. Just roll it towards the corner, in or over. If it's in the jaws, you won't be getting a snooker from there. Not quite in the jaws, though. From Ding Junhui's perspective, if you can't get a snooker, make certain you get the object ball safe. But he'll try and get this cue ball off the baulk cushion, side cushion, in behind the black. I'll tell you what, it's a great line, it's a great line, and it's a great length. What a shot! Did he get a double kiss on the pink there?
As played, what a wonderful shot.
Unbelievable.
Well, if he's going to play this way, he should be playing to hit the right-hand cushion first before the pink. Gives him a better chance, I think. hit it straight on or hit the cushion first. He's got it. Has he got it?
Great hit.
The tension is unbelievable here. 38 minutes this frame has been running so far, and it's been full of tension from start to finish.
Once again, trying to get this cue ball behind the black. This time he's left the pink in a potable position, so needs the snooker, and he's just about got it. Easy to hit, but believe me, anything can happen. Doesn't want to hit this too thin and going off. Oh! Dear me.
I'm not sure I can put up with all this excitement at midnight, John. It's a bit too much for us.
And it only happens here at the Crucible Theatre, Sheffield. Ooh, this pink is going towards the middle. Needs the black to cover the potting angle again. And once again he's done it. It's an easy hit though. But as we saw from the last easy hit, you've got to be careful where that cue ball's going to finish. You won't want to hit this too hard. You don't want that cue ball running loose. Just about, is it? A lot thinner than he intended.
What a great effort this is from Ding, isn't it? I mean, he was more or less out. He's played 3, great snooker shots there behind the black from difficult positions. That's what champions do, they hold on.
Another good effort, but where's the pink going? It's over the middle. That's the end. Ding Junhui puts his head in his hands. He knows now he is out. His dream of being the world champion 2014 is over. And nice to see a little tap of the cue on the floor, and congratulations for Michael Wosley, who is absolutely over the moon delighted. Ding Junhui full of disappointment, but a fair play to him. He lost like a champion and a gentleman. Michael Wosley, one of the biggest shocks ever at the World Championship. He is in the Dafabet World Championship second round. What a performance! 10 frames to 9.
Settle down, please. Thank you. Frame 18. Rory McLeod to break.
Oh, look, with the two reds have gone from the break-off shot, one either side of the black. Let's see if Judd can knock this in, get round the back of the reds and black. Oh, he's made a bit of a mess of that one. Because he didn't get the pot, he careered into the black and reds.
I'll tell you what, Dennis, it could have been a lot worse if he was on this red into the left centre. He's not on it, but the black has gone a bit tight on this top cushion as well. What can Rory do with the cue ball here? He's got plenty of cue power. Can he get out? Oh, wow.
1.
Does the pink pot? Didn't expect to get on the pink into this bottom left-hand corner pocket.
Well, if it does, he's had a result because he's flicked the red. And to me, he's coming around to have a look from the other side, but I think there's a chance of putting it in off the right jaw of the pocket. He's having a really good, long, hard look at it.
A little shake of the head. But I'm like you, I think it can just go in. He's got to roll it almost dead weight, give it a chance to go into the pocket. Let's have a look, good look at it now. Oh, it's tight, isn't it? What do you think, Dennis?
As we camera just moved round there slightly, I think he can put it. Let's have a look. I think it'll go in off that
I think it definitely
left-hand
goes,
jaw as we look at it.
Are you brave enough now? It's one of those shots that, you know, snooker players don't like when there's a ball in front of the object ball. It's almost like an optical illusion at times. It distracts you. Where he's positioning his cue, he doesn't fancy the pink. It's just a safety shot, and maybe Judd has got away with it.
Rory McLeod 1.
He's covered the red next to the yellow, and that's Judd Trump in quite a bit of trouble here. If he can try and rest the cue ball down this bottom end near the black, somewhere along the cushion there, well, it's very, very difficult. It's not straightforward, this. Couldn't have played that much better. That was an excellent shot. It looked pretty simple, but it was the weight of the shot to try and get that cue ball close to this bottom cushion here next to the black. There is a possible pot into the left centre. The red just below the pink, pots into the left centre.
And he'll finish on the brown if it goes in. It's a bit of a free shot, really. Oh, very well played. Good opener. Bit of pressure on that one. But he's given himself another chance, as he did in the opening frame. Just ran slightly out of position when he was in amongst the balls. In fact, he had a little bit of bad luck on the cannon that he played into them. But he's got the first opportunity here, even though the black's near the cushion. The pink and blue are in the open.
Five.
Well, he was trying to get on the red left of the blue. He's always screwed it.
Six.
He's got to be a little bit careful of that red that's near the cushion. He's going to have to lean over that. tucking his waistcoat in. The last thing he wants to do is to foul the red with his waistcoat. Gotta be careful. Okay at the moment.
That's a fantastic putt. Particularly stretching over that red. He cued that
8.
wonderfully well.
Nine.
Keeps overhitting things and underhitting things. Just not in prime position. He needs one more good positional shot here.
Now, is he going to drop nicely on one here, or is it going to finish awkward for him? I think it's finished awkward. I think they're all covering each other into this left corner pocket. I think that could be the end of break. I mean, he cued the green beautifully to get back up the table. A bit unlucky to drop on the red. We'll show it to you again. Lots of topspin.
Just hit it so hard, Dennis, didn't he? He didn't need to hit it so hard. He was trying to, you know, get on the two reds to the right of the blue that are near the right centre pocket. He just overhit it by quite some way. Well, as he found one. It looked pretty set. Bit of room between the reds, and it could go wrong. Dangerous shot to take on at that angle. But if it goes in, nice time to find one.
Yep, that plant came to the rescue. But make no mistake, he looks pretty cool. But this is probably the biggest moment in his career.
Eighteen.
He's got tremendous amount of cue power, has Rory. And even there again, just the adrenaline just overran it slightly, but as long as you keep potting them. He doesn't want to nestle onto the pink. Oh, he's urging it to stop there, and he's okay.
21.
Again, he's overshot that by quite some way, but he's still okay. Red into the right centre. Doesn't want to kiss. How's his form? How's his look? He's okay.
22.
One more good positional shot. He had a similar green previously when he followed through and come right up in amongst the reds. If he drops nicely on one this time, what a chance. He's got the green or he's got the brown to get back round. Green again it is. Plenty of topspin. Choice of reds, but he would have
25.
liked everything to be a little bit easier.
just can't get in close in position. He's potted some balls, but every time just slightly out of position. He's going to need another good pot here. I think this could be frame a match ball, Dennis. If he pots this red, gets on the blue, well, it doesn't matter what angle he has on the blue, but I think if he pots this red and gets on the blue, even if he's low on the blue, he has the red and ball. This could be frame ball. And it's there, and right in the heart of the pocket. Now is he on the blue?
26.
He's overshot the cue ball once again. This is tense.
But he keeps potting them. I think everybody's getting tense. That lady's saying a little prayer for someone. This looks good if it keeps on running, and he can get himself onto the pink.
29.
$30 points in front. Can he keep this break going? Can he pull off a very famous victory? Joint favourite for this year's Betfred World Championship, along with the defending champion Mark Selby. Needs to pull up.
30.
And it has. And might be able to hold for the two reds. It's just to the left of the cue ball. Or has it gone just that little bit too far to do that? We'll find out shortly. He's playing it with a lot of screw, as you can see. And he couldn't hold, he couldn't screw back for that. He's had to play for the one to the left of the yellow, and that one just wiped its feet a little bit. Any more pace, that wouldn't have gone in.
36.
I don't know how many reds and colours he's potted. I think it's 8, and he's on a break of 36. It's incredible, this break. Oh, he's missed the frame ball
Roland
there.
McLeod, 36.
After all that, Dennis. Wow. Oh, he's got to watch his hand there, Judd. No. That could be his last shot.
He was distracted there, wasn't he, with the black? He just wasn't comfortable on the shot there. Having to tuck his waistcoat in again because of that red. So the second bite of the cherry for Rory McLeod. Needs to pull up. If he's got a slight angle, he can get on those two reds. And he had enough angle. What a chance this is. Already 43 in front. Not many more pots away
6.
from a very, very famous victory here.
pink, one more red, and a colour. And he's in the last 16 of this year's World Championship. This has been an incredible performance.
Well, what will he be feeling like inside? It's hard to describe.
13.
He's worked years and years
14.
for this moment.
Acknowledge it. Judd Trump will have to wait one more year.
I mean, Rory's one of the nicest people you could ever wish to meet. Very unassuming, very modest. But he deserves this victory. I know Judd had a problem with his shoulder, but he did lead 4-0.
26. Rory McLeod, 26.
Well, we see the handshake. Judd Trump offers his congratulations, and what a magnificent victory for Rory McLeod. Absolutely brilliant. He clenches his fist. One of his best victories of his career. He beats the number 2 seed, Judd Trump, by 10 frames to 8.
If he pots the brown, gets inch perfect on the blue, you can't see him missing. So this, to me, key shot.
$48. $53.
Just the wrong side of the pink. May have to play for the black in the same pocket twice across. Would you believe it?
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
He's
53.
gotten away with it. I think he's
Settle
just
down,
gotten away with
please.
it, John.
Well,
Thank you.
he came a little bit too straight. Does this pink cut? Ronnie trying to play the pink with lots of left-hand side, which caused him to miss it. I think this pink does cut, but it's mighty, mighty thin. And the cue ball will be running loose.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I think he's trying to convince himself. The shake of the head tells us he doesn't think it cuts, but he's trying to convince himself. One in front, a good safety. One might be important, the difference.
Well, he'll know from behind the shot better, and the fact he's playing it, he doesn't think it pots, so Ronnie was fortunate not to leave the pink there. So it's all about this battle. James Cahill needs the pink to go 7 in front with 7 remaining. Ronnie O'Sullivan needs pink and black. But first of all, the problem of getting this safe.
That's a fabulous shot. Oh, sorry, my mistake. He's caught the knuckle. Now, has he got enough angle to get this cue ball down by topping it through, or is he going to have to go deep in the cue ball? Is he addressing it? Let's see, 1 in front then. He's coming round the houses, it looks like, going deep. Played it nicely. Where's the cue ball?
tough black to take a frame he almost certainly thought he'd lost.
Yeah, 2 bites at the cherry then. Can he take the first? What a big shot. It's there. What a frame for James Cahill to win in the end. It looked for all the world if Sullivan was going to win it and go a frame away from victory, but it's the young man who takes it. He's 1 up with 2 to play.
Bit thin off the break-off, that's why he's not got the green as the cover. Who's going to get the first chance in this one? Well, he's got a good cue ball, but there might be a chance here that this red goes. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's my imagination, it's getting so tight. James was just going back to look at the line of the shot and not Ronnie's water all over the place. I don't ever remember it being that tight, but that's the way it is at the moment. Little hop, skip and a jump there from Ron. Looks like he can get through to this red. Well, he couldn't. He couldn't see enough of it. But when we're in this 2-table situation, there's definitely, there you see it, just that flimsy wall between the two, but not much room for the players. Needs to miss the yellow for this to be any good. Has done. Not found the baulk cushion. Not left anything easy. Playing the return back to ball. Got to be careful he doesn't knock a red towards the right corner. Oh, and he's caught it wrong, and it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who gets the first chance. Now Ronnie will be disappointed in the last frame when he missed the pink. Can he put that disappointment behind him and concentrate on the task in front?
One.
Worst way, I think he can get to the red that's closest to the left middle pocket. The reason I say that, he'd like to play the red just above the black, but he's slightly hampered. Clear path to this one, just got to control the cue ball because it's travelling a distance. Needs to miss the yellow. Has done.
8.
Not perfect. Straight on the green is not ideal.
Clever shot that. Played for the loose
11.
one. You overcook it, you got the 2 together and trying to develop that pink spot area. So I'm going to have to work off blue just for the minute.
12.
That's not a very good shot though. For once, O'Sullivan lands short.
It's all about pace. Well, he's on this red. And just about A
70.
little bit of work to do with the cue ball though and using the rest. I'm actually amazed how good he is with the rest considering he plays most shots left-handed. Cued it well. He won't mind being on the green.
18.
He'd prefer the green to the blue, just stun round off 2, 3 cushions, play for the red on the right-hand side of the table, or the one just above the black. It's not a typical Ronnie O'Sullivan break, this, because the black's slightly out of commission. Well, he's thinking blue. Must have seen something below the pink that's available. I think the 2 reds just below the left-hand one of those probably goes, and he
23.
thought if he could get on that, he could play for the pink in the middle, but he's just run through a little bit too far. And once he
24.
got in that position, always going to be tricky. Now, you would say a good safety shot order of the day, but no hesitation playing the blue. Can he miss the kiss on the green? No, he can't.
$29.
Just all-out attack. Tremendous pot. But surely he's got to play safe now.
Yeah, I agree with you, John. Surely he's not taking this blue on. I mean... Oh, what a shot that is! Oh, my goodness. The 2 best shots in a row of this championship
35.
so far. Talk about pushing the boat out. That was like
36.
pushing out the cruise liner.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, he's pushing his talent to the limit here. Don't think anyone argues the greatest player has ever picked up a cue, but he's really asking everything of his ability. He's refusing to back away from any shot. It's admirable, but it's risky.
41. $42.
This red just to the left of the black is available should he want to play it, but decided to play the cannon. Oh, and that's what can go wrong.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
He's been
42.
unlucky, knocked her
James
right into the
Gale, 5.
corner. The question is, what has he left? You've got to say unlucky, but you always take a risk when you play cannons at that pace.
Yeah, the switch again. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful with your opposite hand. And had the presence of mind to play the cue ball into bulk, which meant he could strike it more positively. Still thinking properly, James. They're all there. But boy, his heart will be beating to some tune. As I say, they are there. Now, drop nicely on this pink. Just find a little gap.
$5.
Nice touch. Well played. Good signs for the rest of this visit.
You'd love to be brave enough to play. He's not going to do it. I was going to say, you'd love to be brave enough to play for the red behind the black spot off that pink, but I don't blame him. He's trying to
11.
get back in it before tackling that difficult last red.
$12.
Just just about got the angle on the blue where he can screw back, leave himself a straight red to the right corner, and then be able to play for the pink. This frame and match is in his hands.
17.
Can he hold himself together?
18.
Now, does he have the angle to possibly play for the red this time, the difficult red? He's coming round to have a look at sort of angle on this. It may just be too low of straight. Yeah, he can't play on the low red. Two massive shots coming up now.
Sure.
What do you do here, John? Top side of blue?
24.
Well, you want an angle on one of them to drop on that awkward red. And Ronnie O'Sullivan, has his race been run? Or will he get one more chance?
$25.
Played for the blue. You can see on the expression on his face come too straight. He's not going to be able to get on this last red now, so maybe a plan will be to just either play a safety come snooker here. Well, he's looking at the brown, but that's a big shot to play at this stage of a match. Well, he's going to play the brown, swing it round off 3 cushions. Massive shot. Good pot, good line. Good length. It's no gimme this red, but it could be a possible frame and match winner.
Yeah, this red is the biggest shot of his life. Stealing himself.
Tremendous pot, perfect on the green. And now up to and including the pink for an unbelievable
33.
victory against what everybody says is the greatest player that's ever lived.
35.
He said when he drew Ronnie in the draw, he was relishing the opportunity to play Ronnie at the Crucible. And just 4 pots away from achieving a dream.
38.
3 pots away.
$42.
Inch perfect on the blue. Ronnie's race surely is run. People will criticise Ronnie O'Sullivan for his performance in the first session and shot selection, but every credit to this young man, this pink, for an unbelievable victory. In it goes, and Ronnie O'Sullivan, the #1 player in the world, the greatest of all time, is out, and James Cahill has proved one of the biggest shocks ever here at the Crucible Theatre. He storms out the arena. What a performance, what a victory. He beats Ronnie O'Sullivan 10 frames to 8, and he's in round 2.